Happy blissful day to you. If you're new here, my name is Gabriel.
And my name is Kylie.
And in today's video, we want to share with you guys how we manifested each other. How we actually used the law of assumption to make this happen, right? And just a quick reminder, we have free resources for you on how to manifest money, your SP, become a master at manifesting. You can just check out the link in description. And we also have a manifest love bundle where you have an SP course, meditations, everything that you need to manifest your SP, your ideal partner, your ideal relationship. And it's at a discount, so you're saving $150 instead of the entire price. Okay, cool. So let's get started, because a lot of our awesome community have been asking us how we met, how did we manifest each other, right? So I will start, and because it's just thinking about the whole story, it's just so freaking awesome. So I did not just want to be in a relationship, but I wanted to be blissfully married. So I then decided to use the law of assumption. Now, the law of assumption is this idea that you can use your mind to manifest any desire. And how you do it, you just assume that you already have that desire. In other words, you just assume that you are already the person who has that desire. So my job was simply just to assume that I am now a blissfully married man. That's it. Just assume that I'm now a blissfully married husband. So I accepted that that was my new norm, my new self-concept, my new identity. And I remained faithful to it for 3.5 months. 3.5 months just by remaining faithful to it. And after 3.5 months, boom, I bumped into this beautiful woman. And the funny thing is, when I met her, I knew exactly she was my wife. The reason why is I had a list in what I wanted in a wife. I was very clear. And when I started speaking to her, I'm like, okay. It just tick. And then on our second date, I told her, hey, you are my wife. And she thought I was crazy. But I knew, because I lived as though I was already married for 3.5 months. So for me, it was like, of course, she was my wife. And the beautiful thing is, I specifically manifested a blissful marriage. And now we have a blissful marriage. It's freaking awesome. We go for walks every day. It's just more and more. But I'm just so grateful, and I'll let this beautiful woman share now.
Yeah, I think I'm very grateful that Gabriel decided to become that blissfully married man. Before we met, he wasn't just that blissful boyfriend or something like that, Like, I even remember part of our relationship, I was like, wait, so we're like dating, like I'm your girlfriend, right? And he's like, oh, you're my wife. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, things just accelerated so quickly because he had chosen that assumption from even before we met. And so I'm so grateful for that, because it set the foundation for our marriage even before we met, or before we were engaged, before we were married. And yeah, I think it's such a powerful thing. I think it's one of the most amazing things you can do if you are single, to set the foundation for your marriage in that way. And yeah, like Gabriel said, we met, and it was just the most incredible thing. But I didn't even know what manifestation was. But I had also made a list, just like, I don't know if it's maybe like a girl thing, but also just thinking about what type of husband I would want one day, or partner. And even when I think back, I'm like, so many things on all of a sudden it was like, yeah, that's Gabriel. Oh yeah, that's Gabriel. Like, it's so cool. So even when you're not like maybe intentionally manifesting, we're always manifesting on a day-to-day basis. I didn't know I was manifesting, but I manifested also this amazing partner, this amazing man. And I also think it's really what accelerated our relationship. 9 months after meeting, we got married, and then 9 months after getting married, we got pregnant, and 9 months obviously after that we had and so it's been this accelerated journey, but at the same time it feels like we've been together like so long. Like, it's been such a wonderful time just because of the manifestations that we've done together and the manifestations that Gabriel's done.
Yeah, it seems like we've been together for like 100 years, like forever.
Yeah.
And it's just so refreshing, and I'm so grateful. I never take it for granted. Every single day we make time to express our gratitude for each other and for what happened during the day, and as a result, that's just put our relationship on another level, because we're actually making time to appreciate each other. And it's not just like, oh yeah, I have you and all that, because obviously it's so easy for partners just to take
them for granted.
Yeah, take each other for granted, but we make that time, even if it's just a couple of minutes, to express our gratitude for each other, even though it is blissful, but we're not taking it for granted. And another thing that I also wanted to share is, during the 3.5 months, I lived as the man who was already married, even though I was single. To give you an idea, I would go to my favorite restaurants alone, and then the waiters would ask, where's your partner? And I was like, no, it's just me. But in my mind, I would knew that she sat right next to me in my imagination. And then I would cheers in my imagination. Boom, I said, cheers, yes to endless bliss and to us. And I would see her. I didn't see her face. I obviously did not know how she looked like, but I could just, see that, okay, that's my beautiful wife. Boom, and when we used to walk on the beach and just watch the beautiful sunsets, and I see everyone is coupled up, I'm single, but I did not see that I'm single. I saw in my imagination that she was here with me, just hugging her from the back, kissing her, looking at the sunset and say, wow, isn't it beautiful? And when I went to go for hikes, when I was like, it would be so nice to actually have a partner. And then I remember that, no, I'm already married. I'm blissfully married. And I would see her next to me, us holding hands, and say, wow, look at the beautiful nature. Isn't it freaking wonderful? And now we are doing the exact same thing that I've been practicing in my imagination for 3.5 months. We now see these beautiful sunset and just admire it, and so grateful. Go for our hikes and appreciate each other so much. Go to our favorite restaurants and just boom, yes, the endless bliss, still the same thing. So I just want to say that the law of assumption is so powerful, as long as you make sure that you don't contradict yourself. When you choose today, right now, that you are already a married man or woman, live from that, because it's a mindset game. All you have to do is just be faithful in your mind. Don't worry about the outside world. Be faithful in your mind. Just tell yourself, I'm already married. I'm already a loving partner. And then remain faithful to that new story. It has to show up, because the world, external world, is simply a reflection of your mind. When you change what's happening in your mind, you change what's happening outside of you. So if it can happen to me, of course it can happen to you as well. And we want to share with you not to settle for less, because you can have anyone you want. You can have any what's the name you want.
Yeah, no, I was actually going to touch on that. And one of the things that I also loved, we always say, forget the how, enjoy the now. And as Gabriel said, he made this list of exactly what he wanted in a partner. But I think some of the things did not come out exactly how he thought. like the one that comes to mind, he's like, oh, we wanted someone French. And I'm Canadian. I speak English. However, my second language is French. I speak French fluently. I have lots of family still in France. And so something like that, he could have just discredited, be like, nope, that's not what I wanted. Nope. Like, but he was open to allowing whatever you want to call it, universe, God, source, to kind of bring him what he needed, or bring him in maybe a way that he wasn't expecting, but it's still exactly what he wanted, you know? And same, like, he wanted someone with whom he could work in the coaching business, because he was doing it on his own before. When we met, I didn't know what manifestation was, so you could have been like, nope, that's it, nope. But instead, he introduced me to it, and I learned it, and I thought it was amazing, and I put it into practice, and now obviously we have this amazing coaching business. So there's sometimes those moments where it's also allowing the universe, God, source, whatever, to, you know, also have fun with it, surprise you with it, you know? You don't always know how it's going to come about, but you know it's going to come. And the other thing I was just thinking of, just as you were describing, like going to the beach and the mountains and stuff, that's really how, at least for myself, and I'm sure you also, when we manifested Om, like I would just imagine us, like we're going for a walk, and oh, actually we're pushing a pram or something, or, you know, we're going, and then, oh, there's a little high chair there in the corner, or the bassinet and the baby, you know, stuff like that, that kind of prepared me as I was manifesting this beautiful, blissful baby.
Yeah, so there you are, and we want to congratulate you for being a loving partner, for being a loving boyfriend, for being a loving, for having this loving, you know, marriage, even though you're single. Because we don't see you as single, we see you as the person who is already in a loving, blissful relationship. And
a loving, blissful family.
And a loving, blissful family. Yes, there we go. Yeah, thanks. There we go. Thanks for the reminder. And just a quick reminder that we've got a lot of free resources in the description below. And if you like some coaching and you want to manifest your ideal relationship, or SP as well, we can coach you, you know, together, so you can get both female and male perspectives, you know, which is pretty cool. And also we have a love bundle as well, manifest love bundle, like a course, you know, meditations, which is designed to set you up to shift your mind to the version of yourself who is now in a loving, blissful relationship. Isn't it wonderful?
So wonderful.
Absolutely. And there you have it. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. As always, keep smiling and enjoy your blissful day. Thank you.